scoring a goal. Dave McWilliams, Damir Lette, Fred Grigorev, Doc Lawson. Lawson gets it back to Woody Hartman. And this is the style of play that Pittsburgh has employed. They just go after you all over and do not make it easy for you to bring it up.
That's for sure, and you can see it. It's very evident at the moment. Len Billis, the coach, and John Kowalski's assistant, they believe in that kind of a style. They go with high pressure and put everything on you.
Kick back safely to Alan Mayer. And Pittsburgh brings it down. Pittsburgh Spirit, winners of 5 in a row. Pittsburgh attacking now, trying to center it around in front right there, but kicked out nicely by Davey McWilliams. And a battle for it. Damir Lette trying to get it, but cannot control. And this is Mickey Cave. Doc Lawson, a good intercept, and this is Lette. Lette back to Sheridan.
Doc Lawson again doing his thing so well. He's played some superb soccer in the last 3 or 4 outings, particularly in the defensive role. So he's out there again playing the key player for them. And Stevie Buttle is the big scorer for them, as well as Graham Fife.
And here come the Spirit. But it's easily... way inside, tried to get it to Grigorev, but right there to intercept was Trikovic.
Very nice run by Damir Lette. He went end-to-end on that one and trying to find Freddie in the box, but a good interception by Trikovic.
This one's blocked by Doc Lawson. Nothing in the early going. 13 minutes left to play. Mickey Cave, number 9. Mickey Cave gets it over to Bottlou right off the top. And they bring it down the other way. Sheridan trying to get it in. Here's Freddie Grigorev. Grigorev shot and a good save by Alan Mayer.
And if you're wondering what Alan Mayer is wearing on his head, it's actually a soft helmet. He must wear that. It's a prescription from a doctor. He has had more head concussions than maybe football players in the NFL. So he must wear that, otherwise he's not permitted to play indoor or outdoor soccer.
And we have our first violation of the night, and it's called against Pittsburgh. 12:26 left to play in the first period, nothing.
Here we see Jimmy Lemon stripping the ball away from number 26, Trikovic, and then Trikovic using his body and taking the ball back. So a little bit of illegal charging. Fever puts it into play.
Trikovic kind of unusual in that he did not start playing this game until he was 18.
Stojan Trikovic, also from Yugoslavia, and he's been a new addition to this team and has done a lot of good things for them.
Fred Grigorev being marked by Clive Charles.
I think a welcome sight here is Bobby Smith again. He did not play against the Arrows in Philadelphia, the Fever's last outing, where they lost 13-7. But Bobby was sorely missed, and I think this evening he's a big addition for this important game.
Smitty out along with Jim Lemon, Alan Kelly, Joey Fink, and Fred Grigorev. Right out in front, and the shot deflected by Fred Grigorev. His shot deflected by Clive Charles.
And a good opportunity for Freddie. Jimmy Lemon stole the ball here, and he did a nice job on Clive Charles. And there he pushes it back to Freddie, who point-blank rips one and comes off the body for a corner kick.
And right there, Fred Grigorev puts it in as Pittsburgh defense broke down a bit.
And I'll tell you, that was a quick goal, because we missed that one. We were doing the replay, and they came back on the quick corner kick, and Freddie Grigorev stuck it in there. So Fever is up 1-0.
So Fred Grigorev, who now has scored in 20 straight MISL games for an all-time record. No, that was by Joey Fink. I'm sorry, it was not Grigorev. Goal by Joey Fink, and that's another $25 from Basco, donated to the Philadelphia Cancer Center of Pennsylvania Hospital. The assist goes to Fred Grigorev. Joe Fink the goal.
So you can appreciate the pace these two teams are going at. We missed the goal, and then no one's fault.
Clive Charles, number 3 for Pittsburgh. It's 1-0 Fever. Trikovic trying to get it in. Alan Kelly kicks it safely to Woody Hartman. Hartman bringing it back the other way, and this is Grigorev, marked by Charles. Fred gets it down to Joey Fink right out in front is Fink, but a good save by Alan Mayer.
A nice give and go, Lessio to Fink, and just a bit too far ahead, and Alan Mayer was there to prevent a score.
A centering pass in front and an opportunity, but it's kicked away by Bobby Smith, and it goes off the glass to the other side. Number 7 is Art Napolitano, being marked by George Lessive. Way out. Lessive picks it up. Fred Grigorev now. Fred Grigorev working on Charles. His shot deflected. And it's up for grabs. Alan Kelly's bicycle kick, but a violation is called. And it's called against Lessive.
Georgie Lessive, a dangerous play on that situation, and the referee calls it a direct free kick for the Spirit.
Clyde Watson has come on for the Philadelphia Fever, leading 1-0. Grigorev trying to get it to Clyde Watson. Watson there, but
no, I'm sorry, that's not Clyde. That's
oh, that's Elson Seal.
Just because your son likes Clyde Watson, that's Elson Seal.
All right. Centering pass in front. Woody Hartman comes out nicely to get it. That's what Pittsburgh has been trying to do, and they have done effectively under Len Billis, is use the boards. Elson Seal, but it's out to Alan Mayer. It's 1-0 Fever. We have 9.5 minutes left to play. Coming hard on the right wing, trying to center, but Woody Hartman right there, and Bobby Smith kicks it out.
Well, they've set a high standard and a high pace here, and I'll tell you, if they keep this up, we'll see who's going to run out of oxygen here, but they're going at full speed.
Here's Clyde Watson.
All right, I'm sorry. Now they're both out there, right. Seal and Watson.
Watson coming right down.
And guess what their numbers are? 7-11. Do a little bit of gambling. Georgie O'Neill. He thinks he's in Atlantic City.
Trying to get it all the way down to Steve Buttle, the thin man, who was the MISL Player of the Week this past week on his 7-goal, 4-assist performance. Here's Cave. He's got Buttle in front. This is Buttle. And Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith is whistled for a penalty.
Let's take a look at this one. Here it is. Bobby Smith reaching for the ball. Got a piece of it, but I think too late. He got Buttle first and took him down, and it's a tripping violation of the direct free kick for the Spirit.
Not a penalty, just a violation.
Bobby Smith, of course, had received 5 yellow cards and set out that game against the New York Arrows, so he's got to be extra careful, because from now on, any accumulation of yellow cards is a decision of the commissioner of the league, Earl Foreman.
Buttle number 10, and he's stripped of it by Bobby Smith. Here's Watson, Clyde Watson. Watson getting it down to Fred Grigorev, but Grigorev is stripped of it by Buttle. Fred gets it right back to Eddie Sheridan.
As many of the teams have the Yugoslavian connections, Philadelphia, New York, and Buffalo in particular, we see that Pittsburgh's loaded with the Scottish connection. Quite a few players from Scotland on this team, and certainly they play a different style, a more aggressive style, and they try to put a lot of pressure on you.
Obstruction called against Pittsburgh, so Philadelphia will put it in play. The Fever leading 1-0, 8:06 to go, first period. We are high atop the Civic Arena. Getting it down to Buttle. Buttle is marked nicely, though, and the Fever have a 3-on-2. Watson shot just wide.
Oh, that was good stuff by Clyde Watson. He just faked the pass to Elson Seal and then went right up the middle and fired one wide by Alan Mayer, but good effort.
Steve Buttle coming all the way down with it for Pittsburgh. Back out to Cave. And it's stolen by Watson, but Watson re-loses it.
And that's number 18, Curtis Leeper, a member of the Philadelphia Fury. He's been a very active member here in the Winter League with the Spirit.
Bill McNichol comes on now for Pittsburgh. It's 1-0 Fever, 7:16 left to go. This is Buttle. Buttle trying to center it, but Woody Hartman has it easily and gets it out to Watson. Watson, Elson Seal. Stoyan Trikovic has just come on for Pittsburgh. Eddie Sheridan. Gets it in to McWilliams. Dave back to Eddie Sheridan. Fred Grigoriev trying to get it, but Pittsburgh has it. 1-0 Fever. We have 6.5 minutes left to go first period. Doc Lawson easily kicks that out of harm to Woody Hartman.
I'll tell you, any through ball or penetrating ball and Doc Lawson's in the area, forget it. He's the first one to get that.
And Dave McKenzie does the same for Mayer. Back down to Graham Fife, but Doc Lawson again has it. Jim Lemon is back on. Here's Lemon with it.
Graham Fife is still another top scorer here on this team, along with Buttle, and there's still another one, Alfie Kahn, who contribute a lot to their offense.
McNichol's shot is just a little wide. A header is over the top.
And a great effort by the Spirit there, a diving header by number 26, Strikovic, but just over the top. And you can see here's a shot by number 17, McNichol, and then a diving header by Trikovic over the top, and Fever still ahead 1-0.
Alan Kelly and Bobby Smith come back on. Doc Lawson and Eddie Sheridan come off. 1-0 Fever, 5:55 left to play, first period. Fred Grigoriev ahead to Davey McWilliams. Out in front, and a shot and a score, but a whistle. And I don't know if they're going to allow the goal. They are not going to allow the goal by Lemon.
Let's take a look at this one. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Is a ball centered to Jimmy Lemon, and I don't see anything. I thought that was a good shoulder charge towards the ball, but fair enough. The referee called it, and a goal taken away from the Fever.
1-0 Fever, 5.5 minutes left to play. That shot goes into the seats.
Well, what can we say? The guys from Pittsburgh.
Hartford leading Houston after one period, 2-0. Houston's kind of fallen on hard times.
Well, you know, the first 10 games they played at home, and now they're on the road, and things are a little different on the road, so they're experiencing that kind of a situation. They've lost now maybe 2 or 3 in a row.
Here's Joey Fink. Joey Fink out in front. Nice save, Alan Mayer. He comes way out of the goal.
And also out of the penalty box, and a good call on the part of the referee. That'll be a handball, which is correct. The keeper came out of the penalty box and used his hands to stop a shot. So direct free kick by the Fever.
Fred Grigoriev will kick it. Smitty's shot. Good save by Mayer. Smitty keeps it in.
Good effort by Bobby Smith, left-footed drive to the far corner, but Alan Mayer was there to stop it.
Alan Kelly's shot is deflected. Gets it all the way over to Joey Fink. He's battling Buttle for it, and Buttle has it. Steve Buttle coming the other way. Buttle, good work, but nobody there to get it. Napolitano centering right there. Was Buttle, but he couldn't make the play, and it comes back the other way. Battle for it, and Pittsburgh has it. Fever leading 1-0, 4:40 to go, first period.
Art Napolitano was a former captain of the Hartwick College NCAA championship team, Division I, a couple years ago, and later played for the Pennsylvania Stoners, and now plays in the off-season and the winter season here with the Pittsburgh Spirit.
Dave McWilliams, and a violation is going to be blown.
That's on Curtis Leeper. And I'll tell you what, Curtis probably doesn't know this, but Dave McWilliams was just acquired by the Philadelphia Fury, and actually they will be teammates this summer. And here's Curtis doing a number on David, pulling his shirt down.
Bobby Smith trying to center. Charles gets it down to Buttle, being marked by Kelly. O'Hara, but it's taken away by Kelly. Kelly comes back the other way. Looks for Grigoriev, but no, Leeper picks it off. Leeper to Clive Charles. Setting up a play. Deflected by Joey Fink.
I'll tell you, good action end to end here. Both teams are tight marking, but still, look at Freddie go.
Fred Grigoriev, and a score by Fred Grigoriev. What a great individual effort by Fred. 2-0 Fever.
Oh, that's big-time stuff here. Freddie wins the ball on the boards here, and then he goes end-to-end full speed, reads the timing of the keeper coming out, and just slips it with the outside of the foot right into the corner of the net. A super effort by Freddie Grigoriev, and still building that record.
That is 20 consecutive games in which Grigoriev has scored a goal. He continues to add to that MISL record. He now has 42 goals, and for that goal, another $25 from Basco donated to the Philadelphia Cancer Center at Pennsylvania Hospital. 2-0.
A good start for the Fever. They came out very strong. Georgie was all psyched to get this one out of the way. He says it's a very important game for us because we win this one, we're in there.
Look out. No sooner said than Pittsburgh counters on a goal by Leeper.
No, I think that is not Leeper. I believe that was an assist from Leeper. Here it is. And let's check the number. I'll tell you, we're up so high I can't even see down below.
We are up at the very top. There he is. Turn around, pal.
I think we should have done this game out of Philly.
It's 2-1. Dave McKenzie, defender, got the goal. Stoyan Trigovic got the assist.
I was wrong on both counts. I had Leeper assisting and nobody scoring.
2-1. Fever leading. Lessive gets it right back to Woody Hartman. The Fever have been, along with New York, the best road teams in the MISL, both with 7-3 records, and that's going to be a dangerous play call on George Lessive.
And that's a good call on the part of the referee. He really reached up high to get that ball, and Georgie O'Neill's a little bit upset. He wants to know what's going on, and he probably doesn't realize that the referee might be from the Pittsburgh area.
Don't tell him.
No, we're not.
2-1 Fever leading, 2:45 left to go here in the first period. This is Cave. Right out in front, kicked away. John O'Hara, good effort at a centering pass. Here's O'Hara again. And George Lessive is going to get a 2-minute penalty, a tripping penalty, and he's going to be in the penalty box. And Pittsburgh will have a power play opportunity with 2:30 left to go in the first period.
And I think a good decision on the part of the referee. There's no question about it. Georgie Lessive reached for the ball with the wrong foot and brought the O'Hara down. And it's a 2-minute violation, and it certainly puts the Fever into a lot of trouble. They got to play 4 against 5.
There's Lessive going into the penalty box. Fever have out there Jim Lemon, Joe Fink, Bobby Smith, and Alan Kelly as penalty killers. Pittsburgh trying to center, and it's deflected.
That's a dangerous play. No goal, no goal.
Whistle had blown. The goal will not count.
No question about it. Good call on the part of the referee. Dangerous play number 9, and that's Mickey Cave. He reached too high for the ball and almost kicked Bobby Smith in the head. Let's take a look at this replay. Here's the ball bouncing, and there you can see Cave reaching up, and there's Alan Kelly and Bobby Smith around the ball, but Mickey Cave did a bit of a ballet dance on that one.
Down to Jim Lemon, 1:35 left to go on the penalty to George Lessive. Alan Kelly is trying to kill time. Comes all the way back to Alan Mayer. Here come the Spirit with the Fever leading 2-1. Charles. 14 is Graham Fife. And Dave McKenzie, who got the goal for Pittsburgh, booted it way over the goal.
He put that one out of the building. That was, well, maybe we should call it a little bit of lack of skill. He just ripped it without any conscience.
Speaking of lack of skill, we haven't seen him yet, but the Spirit have a player on their team by the name of McGee.
I'll tell you what, McGee, there's nobody can play soccer by the name of McGee. Maybe he's a coach.
We happen to have a mutual friend back in Philadelphia by the name of Herb. No reflection on Alex, who was on this team. Joey Fink all the way out. Mayer had to come out and save it. Almost a short-handed goal.
And a good call again on the part of the referee because, oh, but it's the wrong way. Oh, jeez.
It was called against Jim Lemon. Bobby Smith really hustling back to get that one and get it to Woody Hartman. The Fever have 32 seconds left to kill, and the penalty to George Lessig.
And they're doing very well here, and Alan Kelly's superbly here. We're playing superbly at this time, but stalling here by Cave.
Right out in front and off the top of the goal.
Great combination by the Spirit on that play. A nice give and go, and Mickey Cave ripped one off the woodwork and out of bounds, and there'll be a goal kick. But a superb effort here again by the Spirit. They're psyched to play, and they're coming out with a lot of high pressure.
Alan Kelly and Joe Fink come out. Ed Sheridan, Doc Lawson on with just 14 seconds left in the penalty to George Lessig. Fred Grigoriev also comes on, as does Dave McWilliams.
Good for Spirit, a lot of action end to end, and hopefully the Fever can kill these last 14 seconds and maintain that 2-1 lead.
Freddie Grigoriev gets it right back to Woody Hartman. 7 seconds left on the penalty. Hartman gets it down to the far wing, and the penalty is expired, so the Fever's penalty killing is excellent. Lessig back on.
Just came out of that penalty box, and now it's 5 against 5 with some 17, 16 seconds on the clock.
Here's Cave being marked by Sheridan. Clive Russell's shot kicked away by Sheridan right out in front. Sheridan stays with it and gets it out nicely. Fred Grigoriev, and that's the end of the first quarter. The end of one quarter of play. It's Philadelphia Fever 2, the Pittsburgh Spirit 1.
And a great...
The legal group is comprised of attorneys who want to offer you their knowledge and services for fair and reasonable costs. There are times in our lives when we need legal help. The legal group is waiting to help you with divorce, personal injury claims, real estate laws, personal bankruptcies, wills and estates, business bankruptcies, criminal offenses. Start the wheels of justice turning on your side by calling the legal group, 783-0174.
Hi, I'm Frank Salicandro. If you want to buy a piano or an organ and save a lot of money, call me. I'll help you to select one that suits your needs, and I'll tell you all about our 6-month return option. Call me in New Jersey, 428-5770. In Pennsylvania, 923-2508. We're located at Route 70 and Kings Highway, next to I. Goldberg. Call me and put some music into your life.
Have you seen this man? He really does sell carpet cheaper. From one of the biggest displays in the Delaware Valley, thousands of remnants and full rolls to choose from. The remnants are ready to take home with you, and the full rolls of wall-to-wall are in stock, ready for delivery and installation. Big Marty really does sell carpet cheaper. On Main Street in Darby, South York Road in Hatboro, and on Route 1 in Pendle, PA.
This is Don Cannon for Burlington Dodge on Route 130 in Burlington, New Jersey. It's the home of the sports pros, and rightfully so. Burlington Dodge on Route 130 has the biggest selection of conversion vans you'll find anywhere in the Delaware Valley. Listen to this, a brand new Dodge van, carpeted and paneled throughout. It's got a moonroof, the captain's chairs, a rear sofa that converts to a bed. All of this for only $69.88. Only at Burlington Dodge, Route 130 in Burlington, New Jersey.
Well, the Fever returns to the Spectrum this Sunday afternoon at 1:35 against the Buffalo Stallions. You might recall the last time these two teams met, the game ended in a bench-clearing incident. Fever players have certainly not forgotten and have vowed to avenge that loss. So order your tickets now. Call the Fever office right now at 215-546-5600. That's the Fever against the Buffalo Stallions on Sunday at the Spectrum. Say all next week, it's Horror Classics Week on Channel 17. Monday night at 9, it's Frankenstein, followed by The Mummy. And on Tuesday night, followed by The Mummy on Tuesday night at 8, Horror Classics You'll Never Forget. All next week, right here on Channel 17. Beaver leading 2-1 whenever Philadelphia and Pittsburgh get together, be it soccer, baseball, football, what have you. There's a heck of a rivalry between the Pennsylvania teams.
No question about it, Harry. It's a war out there, and you can see that first period. Those players went end to end, and I'll tell you, some serious stuff going on out there, and there should be an interesting next 3 periods. We can see that John Kowalski, the assistant coach of the Spirit, and the head coach Len Billis have done a superb job in preparing this team, and that's why they won the last 5, and they look very sharp this evening.
Beaver leading 2-1 as the second period gets underway. Strikovic loses it, and it's kicked back to Woody Hartman. Fred Grigura being marked by Clive Charles. Doc Lawson getting it right back to Woody Hartman.
And it looks like Clive Charles was the man picked to do a number on Freddie Grigorov, and he'll be trailing him around for the remainder of this contest. And Freddie is used to that kind of stuff, because in every city that he gets to, there's a special defender picked to take him out of the game, but most of them have been very unsuccessful.
Fred has scored one of the 2 Fever goals tonight, along with Joe Fink. Fred also has an assist. And the Fever leading at 2-1. 14:20 to play, first half. Doc Lawson, a good intercept. He has McWilliams and Grigorov in front of him, right up the middle to Davy McWilliams. A shot and a save. Frank Grigorov, great save. Mayer, another shot wide. Freddie has it again. Shot blocked. Great defensive work by Alan Mayer, the goalkeeper.
No question about it. That was some good action by the Fever. If Doc Lawson won the ball, stripped Rohrback of the ball, went down, fed Freddie Grigorov, who fired on goal, followed up by Elson Seal, who hit the woodwork, and nothing happened. And now a counterattack, and the Spirit will put it into play in the defensive third of the Fever. Here we go. Let's take a look at the replay. You can see Davy McWilliams fires a low liner, and then followed up by Freddie Grigorov off the chest of Alan Mayer. Elson Seal comes back at it and rips one and hits the woodwork.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if they pay goalkeepers enough in this game. I don't know what they get, but they deserve hazardous pay.
No question about it. Every roster lists 3 goalkeepers. I'll tell you what, in the course of an MISL season, you better have 6 of those kind.
Mayer looked like the one by Grigorov went right off his either chest or chin. We have a violation called.
Or maybe the soft helmet that he's wearing.
Pushing against Lawson. This is the thin man, Steve Buttle, right out in front. Fever lucky there. Another centering pass out in front. Shot deflected. Back out in front. Woody Hartman finally has it. So Hartman under the gun that time.
Good stuff by Woody Hartman. Very active there, just following the ball and not losing concentration, and winning that one because there was a lot of pressure on him.
Greg Grigorov gets it up nicely to Sheridan. Sheridan has Elson Seal there, but lost it. Pittsburgh coming back the other way. Kicked away nicely by Doc Lawson.
Doc Lawson has not lost the ball yet. I'll tell you, he's got a lot of composure out there. He's getting more confident game after game.
Pittsburgh with it now. Fever leading 2-1. Doc Lawson gets another one. Lawson has it stripped, though. This is McKenzie. His shot just wide. Shot score by Buttle.
Steve Buttle, a follow-up, and Doc Lawson tried to dribble too many players, and that time he lost it. And let's take a look at this one. And here is number 2, McKenzie, going to goal. Does a nice dribble on Davy McWilliams, and then fires one left-footed off the post. And then number 10, Steve Buttle, follows up and still scores his number 27th goal.
Buttle just named as captain for the Pittsburgh Spirit. MISL Player of the Week last week. So we're tied at 2 with 12:38 left to go.
And we got a problem here. It looks like Woody Hartman wants out, and he's feeling some pain, and they're taking him out. And now a new young keeper, Matt Kennedy, will replace Woody Hartman, and I think we already saw at the intermission of the first period that Woody was talking to Coach Georgie O'Neill and complaining about his injury. And he probably said, hey, give me another shot and see what happens. But he is in pain. He's out. And Matt Kennedy will have his first appearance in the Major Indoor Soccer League for the Philadelphia Fever.
Young Matt Kennedy. There's Bruce Hayne with Woody Hartman. 2-2. So Kennedy in goal right now.
Trouble here.
That is a delay of game penalty, I believe, against Bobby Smith.
Yeah, and it's a good violation. I think Bobby just intentionally hit the ball out of the building, and that's a delay of game and a 2-minute penalty. And this is a very early test for Matt Kennedy, who now will have see a lot of action because the Fever will play 4 against 5.
So the power play for Pittsburgh, a 2-2 game, 12:22 left first half.
2 minutes for delay of game.
2-minute delay of game.
Penalty, number 73, Bobby Smith. 2 minutes delay of game.
High off the board. Nice work there to control by Joey Fink, but Fink loses it. It's McKenzie, left wing. Eddie Sheridan gets it out of there.
I believe that's Roddy Martinovich.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Roddy.
He's just replaced Eddie, and he's in the power-killing situation here.
Martinovich, Kelly, Lessive, and Fink. There's Fink. Good work by Fink. Fink gets it all the way down to the other end, killing precious seconds. Minute 20 left on the penalty to Bobby Smith. Pittsburgh with a power play. McKenzie setting it up. Cave back out to Charles. His shot deflected nicely by Fink. And Charles will start it again. Buttle's right in the middle. He has one of the Spirit goals. That shot is deflected by Lessive and over the glass.
And that was Graham Fife doing a good number on Joey Fink. Fink to the left, went to the right, and fired.
Charles shot and a score from Graham Fife, and Pittsburgh leads 3-2 on a goal by Clive Charles.
Well, he couldn't blame anyone on that one because that was a cannon. That was an explosive shot, one touch, without stopping your left foot into the upper corner of, or the 90, as we say in soccer. And Matthew Kennedy can't be blamed for that one because you can't do much about those kind of shots. They travel sometimes 90 miles an hour.
So Pittsburgh has taken a 3-2 lead with 11:12 to play first half.
Time to goal, 3:48. Charles scoring his 9th goal of the season.
Clyde Watson. Joey Fink right in front of the score to tie it quickly.
Oh, and a great effort. And this is the character that the Fever have, and certainly Georgie O'Neill never gives up on his team. And here's a kickoff situation, and in no time they equalize and make it 3-3. A great feed by Clyde Watson to Joey Fink, who outraced Charles and parked it in the corner, and certainly Alan Mayer couldn't do anything on that one.
Joey Fink's second goal of the game, and that's another $25 from Basco, donated to the Philadelphia Cancer Center at Pennsylvania Hospital.
And that's good news, I think, for the Fever. Joey Fink coming back. Last 3 or 4 games he's played superbly, scoring some key goals and being a very important part of the success of the Fever.
And the assist by Clyde Watson. Safely to Matt Kennedy. Kennedy gets it all the way down. Fred Grigorov. Here's Joey Fink again. Fink saved Mayer.
Oh, and Alan Mayer came out and did a nice number there. He took a one-on-one, and instead of using his hands this time, used his feet and stopped the score.
Joey Fink tried a side shot way over the goal. We're tied at 3 with a lot of action at the Civic Arena. 10:36 left first half.
A lot of action, a lot of activity by the goalkeepers, in particular Alan Mayer, who's really been very active and saved some critical situations for the Spirit.
Roddy Martinovich, Joey Fink. This is Watson. Watson back to Fink. Bobby Smith. Clyde Watson, Martinovich, Martinovich all the way down into the corner.
Yeah, it looks like a 3-line pass or a 2 red line violation, and the referee has called it, so there'll be a free kick put into play on the defensive. No, I think they're going to have to bring it up. McKenzie wants it to put into play in his back, the defensive red line, but he should put it into play in the attacking, Spirit's attacking red line. Now it's correct.
Clive Charles. That's kicked away by Bobby Smith.
And that was certainly unintentional, because already the fans wanted 2 more minutes for a delay of game, but Bobby just simply went over and reached for the ball, and it just tripped over the ball, actually, and the ball went out of bounds.
At the end of one period, Detroit won, New York won. At the end of one period, Buffalo won, St. Louis won. Fred Grigoriev coming strong, but that pass is intercepted. But Clyde Watson tried to get it back safely in the hands of Alan Mayer.
Yeah.
Violation called on Roddy Martinovich.
Good call on the part of the referee. Roddy Martinovich was called for holding. He was holding Fife, number 14. I believe he's from Scotland as well.
Yeah, he is from Scotland. Getting it up to Fred Grigoriev. Back to Jim Lemon, trying to get it back to Freddie. Freddie being marked by Charles. Charles bicycle kick. And Pittsburgh coming the other way with some fancy work. This is McNichol. McNichol slowed down, and I mean stopped, by Bobby Smith.
But all the way, a very fair tackle. He block tackled the ball and hit it very solid, and certainly Bobby can tackle and do that very well. And we call it a nice takedown.
3-3, we have 9:07 left to play. Right out in front, and a save, Kennedy. Graham Fife. Smitty kicks it safely to Kennedy.
And that probably was his first true test of playing indoor soccer, that last save by Matthew Kennedy, and he handled it very well, like a pro should.
Headed back in by Clyde Watson. Fred Grigoriev, good steal by Fred. Fred in the corner. Charles trying to get it. Fred keeps it. Fred centering right through Mayer, but Watson a bad angle and couldn't get a shot in.
And that's golden error.
Smith. Watson's shot is wide. Fred Grigoriev centering, but Mayer has it.
And this time a bit unlucky, the Fever, because Alan Mayer, what we call an error in baseball, went right through his legs, and Clyde Watson couldn't read it in time to take advantage of that error.
Holding violation call that time on Alec Kelly.
Curtis Sleeper around the ball as Summer Fury is going to put it into play.
Tied at 3 with 8:09 left to play, first half. Into the corner. Leaper there. Back out to John O'Hara. Freddie Grigoriev right on him, so O'Hara kicked it to Mayer and right back to O'Hara. O'Hara, Leaper. Leaper in front. Kennedy just grabs his paws on it before it trickles through.
And we got an injury, and I believe it's Jimmy Lemon. He's down, and he is in pain. That's the captain of the Fever. Can't tell at the moment what the problem is. Might be the ankle or knee, but he is down. Bruce Hayne, the trainer, out there to attend to his injury. And it looks like this Pittsburgh Spirit team is showing a lot of aggression. They're playing a lot of high-pressure soccer. They're relentless, and they're going right at you. So it's going to be some war for the remainder of this period and the rest of the second half.
Fans, the Fever's first juggle, run, and kick contest, sponsored by WISP, will take place on Sunday, February 17th from 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon at the Penn State University Ogons campus in Abington. Categories for youngsters 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, 14 and under, 16 and under, and 19 and under. The 3 top finishers in each division will qualify for the finals held on Saturday, March 1st, prior to the Fever Houston game at the Spectrum. Now, the winners of the competition will win a free trip with a chaperone to New York for the Arrows game, as well as a trophy and an autograph ball from the Fever. The juggle running kick contest begins Sunday, February 17th at 10 o'clock, the Penn State University Ogons campus in Abington.
Okay, let's take a look at the replay here. Here's where we see Jimmy Lemon. Oh, yes, there he catches a knee into a knee. And I'm sure that hurt because he must have caught that right on the patella. And he is in pain and went down, but walked off on his own, so hopefully nothing serious.
18 is Curtis Leeper. We're tied 3-3, 7:13 to go first half. This is Damir Lete, the 19-year-old from Yugoslavia. Doc Lawson, Freddie Grigoriev out in front. Alan Mayer has it.
Nice ball by Doc Lawson to Freddie, who tried to quickly chip it over the defender McKenzie, but was unlucky. Alan Mayer was there to intercept it.
Eddie Sheridan coming out to meet O'Hara. John O'Hara. Right out in front. Kennedy way out of the goal, but right there to protect Sheridan and Doc Lawson.
Dangerous situation for the Fever.
Off Kennedy. Eddie Sheridan tries to get it out, going the other way, and Fred Grigoriev in a race for it with Leeper. Fred has it, and the violation's going to be called on Leeper.
Not only a violation, that should have been 2 minutes because he intentionally grabbed Freddie's shirt, and Freddie had the advantage, but the referee just stopped the progress of the play. Here's the situation, as you can see it. Freddie wins the ball cleanly, protects it, shields it, spins off Leeper, and then he's ready to go to goal, and there's Leeper pulling and tugging on the shirt.
Here's Cave with Sheridan trying to mark him. Eddie stops it and kicks it free to Kennedy. A header by O'Hara, right back to O'Hara. O'Hara to Leeper. Cave. But Lete tries to get it going the other way.
Handball.
A handball on Buttle.
Doc Lawson intercepted that one, and the carom off the boards hit Buttle right in the hand, and the referee was right on top of it to spot it. Here you can see it, and smacks him dead center. Oh, you're guilty. We saw that one.
So the penalty will be against the thin man, Steve Buttle. He goes 5'7", 135. Jim Lemon's all right. He's back on for the Fever.
That's good news because certainly the Fever cannot afford to lose any more players of injuries. Ivan Hlavnik is sitting home with still a knee injury, and certainly any more injuries could cause a lot of problems for the Fever. Bobby Rigby injury, Woody Hartman injury.
Alan Kelly kicks it back to Kennedy. Fever have the power play. They have Alan Kelly, Jim Lemon, Fred Grigoriev, Joe Fink, and Dave McWilliams.
And almost a counterattack. McKenzie won that ball and went to goal, and Alan Kelly saved the night.
Kelly centering out in front, but Fink couldn't get anything on it, and Mayer has it. All the way down, Kennedy comes out of the goal. He had to replace Woody Hartman, who had to leave here in the second period.
They got to come at it a little bit faster, I think, because they need to get a little more intensity in their power play.
Alan Kelly, Jim Lemon over to Fred Grigoriev. His shot soars way over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Pittsburgh.
Freddie tried to rip that one one touch and caught it with the outside of the foot and sailed it over the top. So it'll be a direct free kick, and Alan Mayer, an experienced goalkeeper, has seen a lot of action with the United States national team, former All-American at Madison College, and a former great player from Long Island, not only in basketball but in tennis as well. He was a super athlete from the Long Island area in New York.
His tennis record in college, 36-3.
I'll tell you, he lost to me though.
Yeah, bad chance. Must have been using a racket without strings.
And not only strings, I think he played barehanded.
Fred Grigoriev. Freddie centering, goes off a foot and out. And it was off the foot of Dave McWilliams, according to the official. So the Fever only have 38 more seconds on the power play and haven't really attacked Mayer with great force in this power play. 3-3, 4:15 left to go first half. At halftime, we'll be talking to Frank Fuhrer, the owner of the Pittsburgh Spirit. took over this year and has done a fine job. Alan Kelly. Kelly still has it, trying to center out in front, but Mayer grabs it.
Not only grabs the ball, but grabs Joey Fink's foot as well. He's not releasing the ball either. So we need the referee.
Clock keeps going on the penalty. How can that be?
Yeah, but it's a...
Went from 20 to 12 while they were untangling.
Hey, this is the advantage of home field. You might think you're playing in Mexico.
And now a penalty has been called on Jim Lemon.
And Jimmy Lemon has taken down McKenzie. A situation where McKenzie used the boards to get by Jimmy Lemon, and then Lemon apparently from behind let him have it. So let's see what happens here. Here's Jimmy fighting with McKenzie for the ball. McKenzie wins it. Oh yes, there he is. He reached from behind and took him down. So a tripping violation and also a 2-minute penalty. So now the Fever is in trouble.
So now they'll be even for only 3 seconds, and then for the next minute 57, Pittsburgh will have the power play advantage. Tie score 3-3, 3:40 to go in the first half.
Not a good penalty to take with 3:38 on the clock. It's important to go in at halftime with at least a tie or a 1-goal lead, and then now they're in a lot of trouble.
Bobby Smith, Fred Grigurev, Alan Kelly, Joe Fink are the penalty killers.
And that was Fife ripping one left-footed over the top of the goal, so it would be a goal kick for the Fever. The Pittsburgh Spirit, of course, wearing the famous color of the Pittsburgh city itself, created by the Pittsburgh Steelers, black and gold. And I understand
Steelers, Pirates, Penguins just changed their uniforms to black and gold, symbolic of the Steel City.
You know, it's surprising that the carpet's not black and gold.
Clive Charles back out to O'Hara, trying to get it in to Buttle, but stolen nicely by Joey Fink, who's done a fine job tonight. Penalty killing, and he scored 2 goals. Here's Fred Grigurev. Fred still right out in front.
Oh, there's nothing happening here.
Oh, no violation. Fred Grigurev is down on the ground. Only 3 defenders for the Fever. Mickey Cave, Kelly trying to come out and get him. Good save by Bobby Smith. Cleared that one out of danger, but Freddie Grigurev is feeling some pain. He caught a shot in the jaw, and he's just walking back. He better get off the field or come back and play some defense, or the Fever are going to be in a lot of trouble. Here's Cave, and a shot is deflected by Alan Kelly. Right out in front on the other side to Fife, and to Buttle, and a score for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leads it 4-3. Buttle, his 2nd goal of the game from Graham Fife. Graham Fife centered the ball into the middle, and it looks like Buttle was naked in the middle and just with his left foot parked it in the far corner. Can't blame anybody. Here's the center, and he left foots it 1 touch into the corner and gets the score. So now the Spirit 4, the Fever 3. 2:18 left to go, first half. Buttle's 2nd goal of the game. So with 2:17 on the clock, it's important for the Fever to try to come right back and equalize and go in at halftime with at least a tie. Alan Mayer gets that one, sends it down to O'Hara the other way. Eddie Sheridan going after O'Hara. Kennedy has it. Kennedy back down to McWilliams. Fred Grigurev on the left wing. Davey McWilliams waiting. McWilliams gets it into Fred, but Fred can't control. Now Grigurev has it. Freddie out in front. Mayer, it's stolen though by Charles. Charles trying to come the other way, marked by Clyde Watson. Eddie Sheridan. Now that's picked up by Pittsburgh. Minute 31 left here in the first half. 4-3 Pittsburgh leading. Doc Lawson just punches it to Kennedy. Clyde Watson, Elson Seal coming on for the Fever, and there's Fred Grigurev. Back to Watson, his shot too high and over the goal. And a good effort by the Fever that time, good execution. Clyde Watson
slipped the ball to Freddie Gregorov, who laid it off back to Watson, and Watson fired left-footed but over the top.
Minute 15 to go in the first half. It's 4-3, Pittsburgh leading.
A lot of action here in a very exciting first half. Both teams playing a lot of high pressure, giving no room, but still goals and shots on goal are very evident.
Headed back in by Elson Seal. This is Clyde Watson. Watson being marked by Leeper. Out in front. Gregorov there, but couldn't get it. Now it's still there. Watson trying to get it in, and Alan Mayer just grabs it at the corner.
Alan Mayer, again, a great save because the ball almost slipped by him, and certainly Elson Seal was right around the corner to push it in.
Kennedy punches it down the other way, and here's Fred Gregorov. Fred Gregorov out in front, centering. Elson Seal there, but just a tad late, and Mayer has it. Now Pittsburgh on the attack. O'Hara's shot just wide. Battle for it. This is Leeper. Back to Leeper and kicked away by Eddie Sheridan. Here's Fred Gregorov being marked by McKenzie. Fred Gregorov, and it's off McKenzie and out of bounds, and that's the end of the first half. And the score at the end of the first half, the Pittsburgh Spirit 4, the Philadelphia Fever 3. We'll be back after these words.
Featured this week at Shop and Bag, Nescafe Instant, regular 10-ounce or decaffeinated 8-ounce jar, only $4.79. Come to Shop and Bag and check out.
Spectrum Wednesday, February 6th at 7:35. Houston features one of the league's most prolific scorers in Kai Hoskevy, who almost single-handedly defeated the Fever last month down in Houston. Tickets are available through Ticketron or by calling the Fever office right now at 215-546-5600. Well, tomorrow night at 6, don't miss a Salute to Rock and Roll, hosted by Jerry Blavitt, followed at 7 o'clock by Soul Train with special guest War. That's tomorrow night right here on Channel 17. 4-3 at halftime, the Spirit leading the Fever. And Walt, how about the halftime stats?
Well, the stats are very close. Shots on goal, both teams very even, 24 apiece. The score obviously not even. The Spirit 4, the Fever 3. Freddie Gregorov getting 1, Joey Fink scoring twice for the Fever. On the other hand, we have Buttle getting 2 goals, McKenzie 1, and Charles the other 1. So the Fever is down 4-3, and we have some changes. Woody Hartman is out of the lineup. Matt Kennedy has come in the second period. He's done well. So we'll see what happens in this third period as we're about to kick it off in a few seconds.
As the Fever's first juggle, run, and kick contest, sponsored by WYSP, will take place on Sunday, February 17th, from 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon at the Penn State University Ogons campus in Abington. All you have to do is show up there at 10 o'clock in the morning, February 17th. There'll be categories for youngsters 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, 14 and under, 16 and under, and 19 and under. The 3 top finishers in each division will qualify for the finals, which will be held at the Spectrum on Saturday, March 1st, prior to the Fever Houston game. The winners of the competition will win a free trip with a chaperone to New York for the Fever Arrows game, as well as a trophy and an autograph ball. The juggle, run, and kick contest, that'll be Sunday, February 17th. If you're interested, stop by at 10 o'clock or between 10 and 3 at the Penn State University Ogons campus in Abington.
Still another out-of-town score, Detroit 2, New York 2 at halftime, which is a very good result at the moment for the Detroit Lightning. We saw those people on TV on Sunday against the Philadelphia Fever, and they certainly didn't show that much power, but apparently this evening they're showing something, and they're holding that strong New York team to a 2-2 tie at halftime.
And the Pittsburgh Spirit coming back out. Fever with goalkeeping problems, as Woody Hartman had to come out of the game in the second period. He was replaced by young Matt Kennedy. 2 of the goals for Pittsburgh against Hartman, 2 against Kennedy. And Kennedy really was under fire in the time that he was in the first half. One was a power play goal for Pittsburgh.
And I'll tell you one thing, Harry, I think the teams that will get to the playoffs and hang in there and get to the finals are the teams with a lot of backing up in the goalkeeping position. And certainly Pittsburgh Spirit has that kind of a situation. Bill Michelot, who's not even dressed this evening, but an outstanding goalkeeper from the LA Aztecs, and in particular a very good indoor goalkeeper. He's one on the roster. Pete Manis is another one who's an outstanding keeper, and certainly Alan Mayer, probably their best goalkeeper, is the third one. So they're very strong in the goalkeeping position. There you see Woody Hartman struggling walking up and down behind the bench, and we're still not very sure what the injury is, but he did have that shoulder injury prior to the game against New York Arrows, and but he showed a lot of courage that game. And there he is, the new goalkeeper, Matt Kennedy, a bit nervous, but held his own in that second period.
So we're set to go in the third period. Pittsburgh leading it by a score of 4-3, and action will start with the fever. Fred Grigurev, Damir Lette, Dave McWilliams, Doc Lawson, and Ed Sheridan on. It's Dave McWilliams. And Davey loses it, but Doc Lawson right there. Doc Lawson gets it down to Fred. Grigurev back to Eddie Sheridan. And an attempted header by McWilliams, easily picked off by Alan Mayer.
Dave was looking to feed Freddie Grigurev in the corner, but misheaded it and just simply placed it back to Alan Mayer.
Mickey Cave and Buttle back to Cave, right out in front to Leaper, but he can't handle it, and here comes Lette the other way. Lette right down the middle, punches it to Fred Grigurev. Fred to Davey McWilliams. Davey couldn't quite handle Lette out in front. Lette back to McWilliams. McWilliams a weak centering off the board, and it's picked off by Mayer.
Freddie Grigurev complaining to the referee, George Allen, but I can't see any complaints at this moment. Everything seems to be up and down.
Kennedy punches it out to Lette, and Lette right back to Kennedy. 4-3, Pittsburgh leading, 13.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Fred trying to head it ahead to McWilliams, but Mayer has it. Leaper, McKenzie. McKenzie all the way down to O'Hara, and he's picked up there. Here's Cave. Doc Lawson kicks it away, but Fred Grigurev could not get it. Now Fred tries to head it back to McWilliams. Davey there. Gets it back to Fred Grigurev. He's being marked by McKenzie. Freddie, not good communication with Lette.
That's a surprise. Both of them speak the Yugoslavian language, but on that play they miscommunicated, and Freddie sent a serve to nobody. And we have a 3-line violation again, or a 2 red line violation, where the Spirit, I believe that was Curtis Leaper, sent it over the top. So Jimmy Lemon's around the ball, and his attacking third will put it into play.
Jim Lemon, Joe Fink, Fred Grigurev on the attack. A centering pass by Fred Grigurev, but it's headed out. Doc Lawson keeps it in. Lawson trying to center, but Mayer picks that one off and down the other way. Down to Alfie Kahn. Kahn marked by Ed Sheridan, who neatly kicks it to Kennedy.
Alfie Kahn didn't see too much action in the first 2 periods, but certainly in the third when he's out there. He is the free spirit from Scotland as well, and at one time rated a very high professional player in Scotland before coming to the Spirit.
He passes to Charles, and a shot and a good save by Kennedy, and Doc Lawson gets it down to Fred Grigurev. They have a 2-on-1. Back to Freddie. Freddie out in front, but he just couldn't get it.
Oh, and a good combination play, Freddie to Joey Fink back to Freddie, and he had a one-on-one situation with Alan Mayer, but lost control of the ball, and Alan Mayer makes an easy save.
5 Charles, 4-3 Spirit leading. Charles brings it back the other way.
And I'll tell you one thing, Harry, this Pittsburgh team, they already have those names in the lineup to see most of the action. The guys like Buttle, Five, and Cave, and Charles, they're there all the time. Leaper's there all the time. So they've picked out the best ones, and they're using them very frequently.
McNichol out in front. It goes past the goal mouth, and Ed Sheridan brings it back. Eddie Sheridan, Joey Fink on the right wing, Grigoriev on the left wing, and Fred gets it back to Jim Lemon to start it again. 11 minutes left to play, third period, 4-3 Pittsburgh. Kahn gets it back to Mayer. Alfie Kahn. Report on Woody Hardman is that he is out with a groin strain and is not expected back tonight. Kahn shot, an easy save for Kennedy. But it's headed right back down to Alfie Kahn. Kahn, good play there by Doc Lawson.
Matt Kennedy's distribution is not what is expected of him. Twice or three times already served the ball to the opponent, so he's got to adjust his services to his own teammates.
That'll be a violation called.
I believe that was number 16 who's tripped Eddie Sheridan. It'll be direct free kick.
Adrian Webster.
And let's take a look at this replay here. Here's Eddie Sheridan getting to the ball first. Oh, no question about it. Webster using the lower part of his anatomy to drive Eddie against the boards.
Adrian Webster once marked Pele in the 1977 Soccer Bowl.
And did a masterful job with him. And I believe that was in Portland. In fact, I was able to do that one on television for TVS. And I remember Adrian really doing a number on Pele.
In fact, Pele gave him his shirt afterwards, or he was presented with Pele's shirt afterwards because he was in it the whole game.
Hey, Harry, stop that.
No, it's true. It was,
so wait a minute, I was there. He was not in the
That's what it said in the press guide. He was awarded Pele's shirt. Leaper trying to center right out in front, and a violation within the box, and that'll mean a penalty kick.
And I'll tell you, I don't know about that one. We have to take a better look at that one. Let's take a look at this. Here's the ball carrying off the glass, and Alan Kelly's reaching for the ball. And there's a bit of a dive there. It looked like Alan not intentionally went into the back of whoever did the acting. I believe it was number 14, Graham Fife, and he's the one that's going to execute the penalty kick. So here's, there you see Matthew Kennedy over there getting psyched for this one. This is one that's impossible for the goalkeeper. You got to show a little bit of courage to make it right. And there we see the referee George Allen, and there's Kelly getting 2 minutes and the penalty kick. So the Fever is in a lot of trouble at the moment, unless Matt Kennedy, the rookie goalie, comes in and makes a miracle save here, but I doubt it very much. On these occasions, guys like Graham Fife, they'll just come in and unload it with all the power they have, and you better have some prayer and luck and hope to save it.
4-3, Pittsburgh leading. Fever in trouble here as Graham Fife will take the penalty kick. Here it is. A great save by Kennedy.
That's magic.
That's the first one I've ever seen saved.
Unbelievable. And here is a rookie goalie coming in, and a superb save. And I think where Fife misfired was the fact that he tried to place it instead of drive it. I don't think indoor soccer you want to place anything. Look at that. Great save, Matthew Kennedy, and congratulations. I'll tell you, for a rookie, that's the way to get your feet wet or hands, whichever comes first.
I'll tell you, that's got to give the Fever a little bit of a lift, too, because you got to figure with a penalty kick, you're down by 2.
No question about it.
The Fever players kind of applauding Kennedy and saying, nice going.
A little bit of momentum now for the Fever, and certainly a rookie goalkeeper, Matt Kennedy, does the number here. Here it is. He reads it very well. There he is. Throws his body down, uses his hands, blocks the shot in a superb effort.
And we have a penalty to Alan Mayer for delay of game. So now we have both teams one man short. The Fever for the next minute 49. Pittsburgh for the next 2 minutes.
So that's a good break all around. Fever, Kennedy saved the shots. send it deep up front to Freddie Gregorov. Alan Mayer came out and kicked the ball out of bounds, and that certainly cost them 2 minutes. So a break for the Fever, and hopefully a good one to pull something out.
9:10 left to play, third period, 4-3 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh sends it down to Leeper. Joey Fink marking him. This is Buttle. Kicked away nicely by Bobby Smith, and Fred Grigoriev being marked by McKenzie. Freddie Grigoriev coming out of the goal is Mayer, and Mayer kicks it into the seats.
Oh, yes. Yes,
another
no question about it.
Violation on Mayer for delay of game.
And there you go. That takes a little bit of courage on the part of the referee. Back-to-back 2-minute violations to the same player, Alan Mayer, the goalkeeper, who, no question about it, tried to use the glass maybe, but certainly with a very little skill, he just ripped that one out of the building. So a 2-minute violation, delay of game, and the Fever has a 4-3 advantage in players at least.
4-3 advantage with 1:05 left to go on the Fever penalty. Steve Buttle will serve that penalty for Mayer.
A good opportunity here for Fever to equalize and then hopefully pull ahead. So let's see what happens. 4 against 3, and it's certainly a strange situation for the Fever, because normally they're in a 4 against 5 situation.
Jim Lemon, Fink, Lemon, McWilliams, and Grigoriev on the attack. Fink, Lemon gets it back. Freddie Grigoriev, Jim Lemon, Fink, Fred Grigoriev, a shot, and it's blocked. Comes all the way back out to midfield. Joey Fink, Jim Lemon, deflected by Charles, Clive Charles. Charles, McKenzie, and Leeper, the penalty killers for Pittsburgh. Lemon shot just wide. Fink shot, saved Mayer.
Joey Fink hits one with his left foot, and there's a counter-attack. Charles breaks out of the back, and Alan Mayer served him.
Joey Fink back quickly to get it back going the other way, and here comes Jim Lemon with Grigoriev and McWilliams. Here's Freddie Grigoriev, and Alan Kelly is out of the penalty box now. Jim Lemon's shot is wide. Alan Kelly. Fred Grigoriev's shot is wide. Fred can't get it, and out of the penalty coming hard is Cave. Cave is just wide, and Alan Kelly has it, and back out to Lemon.
I'll tell you, talk about excitement. These fans are up on their feet all the time. Counterattacks left and right, end to end, and people coming out of penalty boxes with surprises. Nobody knows what's going on out there.
21 seconds still left on one Pittsburgh penalty. Joey Fink, Lemon a centering pass. Lemon another shot, just wide, headed out. Lemon again, but wide again. And Marsh kicks it all the way down, and Pittsburgh will have killed this penalty, and they'll be at even strength. 4-3, Pittsburgh leading.
And I'll tell you, the fans respond to that one, because that was a bit of a super effort on the part of the Spirit.
Here come the Spirit, 2-on-1. This is Buttle with Alan Kelly, the only one back. Not able to handle, and Kennedy comes out of the goal nicely. They take it back the other way. Here's McWilliams.
Good stuff by Alan Kelly. He delayed the dribble there, went against Stu, and did a magic number there.
Nelson Seal's shot just deflected by Mayer. Seal back out to Doc Lawson. Lawson booms it hard off the glass. Alan Kelly picks it up. Now Pittsburgh has it. That's Mickey Cave. And a violation called on Fred Grigoriev.
Freddie Grigoriev called for tripping, and Freddie's saying to the referee, hey, not me. Let's take a look at this replay. No question here. He reaches for the ball. It doesn't make too much contact in there. Ball escapes him. He reaches for it again and trips. It looks like Cave goes down, and it's a direct free kick for the Spirit.
Clyde Watson back on for Philadelphia. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh. That was the halftime score. Fred Grigoriev coming out in front. A shot is just wide. Watson tries to keep it alive, and Seal out to Freddie Grigoriev. Freddie looking. Now Fred tries to get it off the boards, cannot. And Pittsburgh brings it the other way. This is O'Hara. Doc Lawson gets it down to Fred Grigoriev. Back to Watson. Doc Lawson. Alan Kelly. Alan Kelly tripped up. Watson there. Nice save by Alan Mayer.
Great save, Alan Mayer, and a good block tackle by, I believe that was Buttle, who really did his...
Graham Fife, a great move and a score by Graham Fife, and Pittsburgh leads 5-3.
A great effort by Fife, who went one-on-one against Matthew Kennedy and ripped one on the floor right by him. And let's take a look at this one. Here's Fife, left foot drive on the floor, and Matt Kennedy, before he could go down, the ball's in the back of the net. So now the Fever is down 5-3, and a lot of problems here with 4 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock in the third period.
So Pittsburgh leading 5-3. On the goal by Graham Fife. There's Fife.
No question about it, the Spirit has a new look in this team, and certainly they're not going to go for number 6, but I'm not giving up hope on the Fever because they're capable of coming and bouncing right back.
Trying to center to Watson. Watson keeps it alive. Clyde Watson centering to Grigoriev, but Mayer has it. Mayer all the way down. Bobby Smith just punches it to Kennedy. Ooh, almost punched it too hard, but Kennedy has it.
That was a bit too hard, and Matthew Kennedy reacted very well because it could have been still another score for the Spirit.
Adi Martinovich was held.
And that was number 28, Rohrbach, who held him. And Rohrbach hails from upstate New York. Did a lot of playing for the New York Cosmos when Pelé was in the area, and then it was traded to the Detroit Express and now with the Pittsburgh Spirit.
Bobby Smith keeps it in. Clyde Watson. Violation called on Watson, however.
They got a handball on Clyde Watson, so the ball will be spotted, and now Mayer will put it into play.
5-3, Pittsburgh leading. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the third period. This is McKenzie right around Seal, and his shot deflected by Bobby Smith.
The Spirit wants 2 minutes. Roddy Martinovich knocked the ball out of bounds, but certainly not intentionally. But the entire bench of the Spirit had their 2 fingers up, and maybe they want a peace sign or they want 2 minutes. I don't know which one.
They're not going to get it. Coming back on for the Spirit, Mickey Cave along with Steve Buttle.
The Fever needs to get on the board at this time. It's 4 minutes left in that third period, and it's they score now 5-4, still a contest, and they got to do something in the next 4 minutes here.
5 Charles. Charles over to Cave. He's stripped of it by Elson Seal. Seal's pass, and Bobby Smith nearly loses it and does lose it, and here's Clive Charles. Charles to Cave. Cave a centering pass. Right out in front, scored Clive Charles. Off the hand of Kennedy to Clive Charles. Pittsburgh leads 6-3.
Clive Charles, here it is on the replay. Let's take a look at this one. Here's the ball that comes off the boards. Matthew Kennedy couldn't hold that one. It just comes off his body and hands, and there's Clive Charles comes in on the follow-up and rips it in the upper corner. So now it's 6-3 the Spirit, and they are spirited.
Clive Charles 2 goals, Steve Buttle 2 goals, Graham Fife has a goal, and Dave McKenzie a goal for Pittsburgh. For the Fever, Joe Fink has 2, Fred Grigoriev 1. 6-3, 3:30 left to play, third period. Mayer.
Well, the Fever has a 2-0 edge on the Spirit in games this year. They've won both of them, but this one doesn't look very good for them. We still have some 3 minutes here and 15 minutes in the last period. So hopefully the Fever will be able to come back, because we know in this kind of a game, indoor soccer, goals are scored in seconds.
That violation was against Bobby Smith, so Pittsburgh will get the kick. Adrian Webster. And it is punched out by Bobby Smith. It bounces off the court and out. There's Clyde Watson. Watson's pass gets by Fred Grigurev, and Charles right there. Freddie out in front. Oh, he missed. Leeper sends it the other way. A header back in.
Good effort by Clyde Watson stealing the ball, and Freddie missed a layup.
Martinovic tries the center. Martinovic keeps it alive, and Fred Grigurev off the top of the glass and out.
Fred wanted to use the glass and carry it off the glass, and took it and hit it out of bounds. And there's Alan Mayer hanging around the glass, and he wants a break. He wants a rest, because there was some end-to-end action on the last 2 minutes.
2:21 left to go, third period. 6-3, Pittsburgh leading.
New York 5, Detroit 3 at the end of 3 periods.
Here's Mayer. After 3 periods, the New York Arrows lead Detroit 5-3. Comes Pittsburgh. McNichol, number 17. McNichol centering. Kennedy coming way out of goal, and here's Martinovic fighting for it. Martinovic gets it down to Fred Grigurev, but Fred couldn't control. Alfie Kahn. McKenzie out in front. Graham Fife. And a whistle and a violation called against Roddy Martinovic.
Roddy's called for tripping on Fife, so it'll be a direct free kick, and Alfie Kahn will put it into play. Alfie saw very little action in the first half, but has been very active here in the second half, and in particular this third period.
Here's a shot. A fine save by Kennedy. 6-3, Pittsburgh leading.
And that was number 23, O'Hare, who ripped that one. John O'Hare let go of a line drive, and Matt Kennedy was there to block it.
Napolitano just kicks it off to Mayer. Bobby Smith trying to get that one, and a violation called, and it's called against Fife.
And it's a good one, rightfully so. Fife intentionally played, Bobby Smith played the body, took him down, and a 2-minute violation, so he'll spend 2 minutes, and it's a power play for the Fever. And this is the time they got to knock one in. 1:19 on the clock in the third period. They must get on the scoreboard, otherwise they got problems in that last and fourth period.
On the power play, it'll be Fred Grigurev, Alan Kelly, Joe Fink, Dave McWilliams, and Jim Lemon.
Pittsburgh penalty to number 14, Graham Fife, distributed for tripping.
Joey Fink. Alan Kelly centering, but it's deflected and kicked away by Leeper.
They couldn't score 4 against 3. They couldn't score 5 against 4, and here's still another opportunity, 5 against 4.
Grigurev saved by Mayer. Back down the other way, and Kennedy comes out of the goal to punch it to Alan Kelly.
I'll tell you what they do so well, the Spirit. They come out of that counterattack 4 against 5, and Alan Mayer is not afraid to serve the ball into a counterattack situation. So Fever must be careful on that. And here's Alan Kelly driving on one over the top with his left foot, and nothing happens except a goal kick for the Spirit. And a ball lost, and a couple of the fans wanted to take it home, but finally one of the Boy Scouts said, hey, throw it back.
Attendance tonight, 5,756. Spirit leading 6-3. Minute 16 left on the penalty. 35 seconds left in the period.
That's a decent crowd for Pittsburgh, and it seems like soccer attendance here is on the upswing. They started very slowly last year with 2,000–3,000. Now they're averaging about 5,000–6,000. So it's a tremendous improvement over last year, and looks like a lot of things are happening in soccer in the Pittsburgh area.
Beavers still on the power play, trailing 6-3. Joey Fink. Alan Kelly to corner. Charles there to break it up, though. Charles trying to come the other way with it. And the quarter is going to end. Still 41 seconds left on the penalty, so the Fever will start the fourth period with a power play. But at the end of 3 quarters, it's the Spirit 6, Philadelphia Fever 3. We'll be back in a moment.
On August 1st, 1978, WPHL-TV was licensed by the Federal Communications Commission to serve the public interest as a public trustee until August 1st, 1981. Each April 1st, we place in our public inspection file a list of what we consider to have been some of the significant problems and needs of our service area during the preceding 12 months, and some of our programming to help meet those problems and needs. We invite listeners to send specific suggestions or comments concerning our station operation and programming efforts to WPHL-TV, 5001 Winfield Avenue, Philadelphia, 19131. Unless otherwise requested, all letters received will be available for public inspection during regular business hours.
This is Don Cannon for Burlington Dodge on Route 130 in Burlington, New Jersey. It's the home of the sports pros, and rightfully so. Burlington Dodge on Route 130 has the biggest selection of conversion vans you'll find anywhere in the Delaware Valley. Listen to this, a brand new Dodge van, carpeted and paneled throughout. It's got a moonroof, the captain's chairs, a rear sofa that converts to a bed. All of this for only $69.88. Only at Burlington Dodge, Route 130 in Burlington, New Jersey.
D-U-N-S-T-A-N, D-U-N-S-T-A-N. Your pipes spring a leak, dial D-U-N-S-T-A-N. Your heater doesn't heat, dial D-U-N-S-T-A-N. So your sink is out of blink, or your sewer drains a pain. You're never all alone if you just pick up your phone. Dial D-U-N-S-T-A-N. Dunstan, McCluskey, the one plumber to call. N-S-T-A-N.
Well, Saturday, February 9th is ski camp day at the Fever. The first 2,500 youngsters 14 or under arriving at the Spectrum for the Fever game against the Cleveland Force will receive a great-looking ski camp. For ticket information, call right now, area code 215-546-5600. The Fever office is open right now. All next week, it's Horror Classics Week on Channel 17. Monday night at 9, it's Frankenstein, followed by The Mummy on Tuesday night at 8. Horror Classics you'll never forget. All next week, right here on Channel 17. Well, 15 minutes remain for the Fever to get back in this one, down to the Spirit 6-3.
6-3, and it doesn't look very good at the moment. It seems like the Spirit is really charged up. They've won 5 in a row. They're playing excellent soccer this evening. A lot of high pressure on the Fever, and
Fred Grigorev, a fine save by Alan Mayer.
Joey Fink found Freddie all alone in the corner of the penalty box, and Freddie was unable to finish. Good effort, but Alan Mayer made a good save.
Fever have 20 seconds left on the power play as we start the fourth period. Just 20 seconds remaining. Grigorev back to Lemon, trying to get something going. Alan Kelly. Kelly trying to center it in. The penalty is over and the ball is kicked out. It'll be a goal kick, so the Fever again could not capitalize on a power play situation.
There's number 14, Fife, who has scored a couple of goals and contributed to the success of the Spirit this evening. It looks like another breakdown on the power play of the Fever, and that last effort was where Joey Fink put it over the top, and now Alan Mayer, as you can see him in goal, he's going to put the ball into play.
Puts it in play right into the officials' deck.
That's one way of getting favors from people. Give the ball to the referee.
6-3, Spirit leading. We're in the fourth and final period. McWilliams trying to get it to Freddie Grigoriev. Headed back. Bicycle kick right in front, out of the goal. Oh, McWilliams tried a header, goes around the goal and over the top.
Nice effort by Davey McWilliams. Alan Mayer came out and did miss the ball, and Davey tried a header, put it over the glass, or hit the glass, and the rebound, nothing happened.
O'Hara's shot, score, and the Spirit leading it 7-3. Kennedy came out, and O'Hara took it all the way down and scores for the Spirit.
Let's take a look at this one. I don't think Matt had to come out that far. Here's not a very good angle, and Matthew comes out too far, and O'Hara rips one off his Matt Kennedy's foot and puts it in the far corner. And we might say that Mr. O'Hara hails from Philadelphia, born there, played at Mount Lebanon High School, his soccer in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area.
John O'Hara, just 20 years old, played with the Pennsylvania Stoners, the American Soccer League last year. Still going to Pitt. He gave up his eligibility at Pitt to turn professional. 7-3, Pittsburgh leading.
So the Spirit are all over the Fever. They're just out racing him to the ball and taking good shots and capitalizing on all the opportunities possible.
Dave McWilliams trying to keep it in the attacking zone.
And here's some boarding after the ball and a little bit of an altercation between the two players. And yes,
both players are going into the penalty box.
And let's take a look at this. David McWilliams wasn't very happy about that, but you can see McKenzie. Oh, my nerves. He went right into the back. That should be... I can't blame Davey for retaliating, but he should have kept his composure and just maybe send McKenzie for 2 minutes. But a pretty violent charge on the part of McKenzie, and then certainly David McWilliams, unable to keep his cool or composure, collects 2 minutes as well for retaliation. So both will spend 2 minutes in the box, and the Fever and the Spirit will play 4 against 4.
7-3, Spirit leading. Here's Fife. Bobby Smith back. O'Hara. Stolen nicely by Clyde Watson. Clyde comes up that side, and O'Hara disrupts his flow. Clyde right back to get it. No, Doc Lawson will get it. Doc Lawson has a block by O'Hara.
That's got to hurt Doc Lawson when he stings the ball. It travels, so a lot of courage on the part of O'Hara to block that one.
Battling for it on the boards. And here comes Alfie Kahn. Alfie to Graham Fife, right out in front. Watson punches it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is penalties. The Philadelphia Fever, number 6, Dave McWilliams, 2 minutes for pushing. For the Pittsburgh Spirit, number 2, Dave McKenzie, 2 minutes for pushing.
Here's Fred Grigoriev, 1-on-3 really for Fred. Not much of an opportunity there. Pittsburgh back nicely. Watson. Doc Lawson. Doc takes a shot. It's off. Watson, a shot by Fred Grigoriev. Good save, Alan Mayer.
Alan Mayer there to stop that one. A good effort. Doc Watson faked to his right, went to the left, fired one. The deflection followed by Freddie Grigoriev, and Alan Mayer was there to save it.
(7-3), Pittsburgh leading, 11:40 and counting. Mickey Cave.
And certainly, definitely a very new look by the Pittsburgh Spirit since the change of the coaching position. This team has come out with a lot of confidence. They won 5 in a row, and they're playing here with a lot of arrogance.
And leading it by 4 goals. Bobby Smith down to Fred Grigoriev. Right out in front, trying to get it to Doc Lawson, but could not, and Mayer has it. Now Pittsburgh coming the other way. That shot goes high and over the goal.
Shot went over the top, and a good break for for the Fever, and we got to congratulate Freddie Grigorov, who spotted McKenzie on a breakaway and just tracked him down and forced him to shoot high.
Goal kick for Kennedy. McWilliams takes it down to Fred Grigorov. Fred did not touch it, however.
I believe
Three
the ball
lines. Here come the Fever. There's Freddie right out in front, but his shot is over the goal.
Actually, that was a deflection. Freddie took it a high volley kick and deflected by Charles, and it'll be a corner kick for the Fever.
Corner kick, Philadelphia.
Clive Charles from London, England.
Dave McWilliams trying to center, but it's kicked safely to Alan Mayer.
And probably the best defender for the Spirit. He's done a superb job destroying plays in his defensive third, and he has also scored a couple of goals. What else do you want from a defender?
Bill McNichol is 17. Mickey Cave, this is the fella Walt's talking about, Clive Charles, number 3. Clive Charles coming strong the other way. Right out in front, kicked away nicely by McWilliams, and he toes it from Kennedy to pick up. Fred Grigorov, Webster marking him. McWilliams shot, save Mayer.
Davey tries to use Charles for a screen and fire one, but Alan Mayer spotted that one and made a good save.
Bobby Smith, Dave McWilliams. Fred Grigorov trying to bang it in the middle. McWilliams, and a great save by Mayer.
And that is a great save because Davey McWilliams was maybe 3-4 yards away from the goal and used his body to screen it and free himself, and then fired one, and Alan Mayer has fantastic reflexes. That's a big-time save in indoor soccer.
9:23 and counting. Fever down by 4, 7-3. Eddie Sheridan. And this is Bobby Smith. Fred Grigorov being marked by Webster. Right out in front, and that one trickles in, and Alan Mayer can't believe it. I think it'll go to Fred Grigorov.
Let's take a look at this one. A little bit of a misunderstanding there in the defense, and the ball slipped by everybody, and then Freddie was there to follow up and just simply slip it in there with his knee, actually. How about that one? Number 23. That was
John O'Hara.
John O'Hara, who scored their 7th goal, and now he has come back and helped the Fever. Well, maybe because he's from Philadelphia.
Fred Grigorov has his 2nd goal of the game. It'll be unassisted at 7-4. So Grigorov with 2 goals, Joe Fink with 2 goals.
Well, it's still not over. Down by 3 with 9 minutes, 8 minutes, and 54 seconds on the clock. Anything can happen.
Centering pass goes wide. This is Leaper. O'Hara, Leaper. McWilliams tries to knock it away, but it's kept in the zone by Pittsburgh. Kept in by Stoyan Trikovic. Battle for that one. And Bobby Smith has it. Elson Seal overruns it. Bobby Smith tries again, but can't control. There's Elson Seal coming the other way to Fred Grigorov.
And looks like Glenn Billis has put McKenzie back on Freddie Grigorov because he's very concerned. The game is not over, and the Fever are knocking.
There they are. Grigorov right out in front. Eddie Sheridan shot a little high. Joey Fink trying to get a shot off, and O'Hara there.
Unlucky there. Good effort all around. And here's our referee calling a obstruction on Joey Fink, so it would be a direct kick for the Spirit.
7:51 left to play. Spirit leading by a score of 7-4.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, Harry. I don't think we should take anything away from the referee, George Allen, who came in there with as a quick replacement for the referee Schwenk and has done a very good job considering that he was called as an alternative for this game.
Pittsburgh in the attacking zone. They'll use some time. Leading 7-4, 7:25 and counting.
They're going to take the air out a little bit now. You can see that they're slowing down the pace now, but still going to goal.
McNichol, O'Hara. O'Hara's shot just wide. McNichol trying again. No, another shot. And a whistle inside. And a pushing foul on Bill McNichol.
Bill McNichol pushed Eddie Sheridan off the ball, and again, referee Allen was on the spot and called it.
Jim Lemon is shot, and a good save by Mayer. Greg Grigurev trying to keep it in. McKenzie heads it out.
And Freddie was looking for an obstruction call, and it should have been, because he was obstructed on that play.
Centering pass, look out. Right out in front. McNichol slams it into the seats.
I'll tell you, these people, the Spirit, when they come into the attack, they have no conscience about shooting on goal. They just let it ride.
Coming back on for the Spirit, Alfie Kahn, Art Napolitano, Graham Fife, Curtis Leeper, and Clive Charles.
Looks like the ball bounced into the Spirit bench, and Curtis Leeper will put it into the play for Spirit.
Graham Fife is 14, Napolitano is 7. Doc Lawson fighting Napolitano and just gets it to Kennedy. Clive Charles. That ball is kicked away from Charles by Jim Lemon.
Jim had to do that. He went into a clearance because Charles was coming full speed, and what happened here was a 2 red line pass. And the ball will be put into play by Alfie Cole in the attacking third of the Spirit.
7-4, Spirit leading. There's a shot by Fife, just a little bit wide. Back out to Freddie Grigurev. Grigurev, Jim Lemon. You're watching Philadelphia Fever Soccer here on WPHL TV, Channel 17 in Philadelphia. Lemon, McWilliams, and Grigurev on the attack. Lemon out in front, and Fred couldn't get it. Attempt by McWilliams, no. Fred, another centering pass. McWilliams not there.
A lot of action again, but still not Fever not able to capitalize. They've been around the woodwork all night, but nothing goes in.
Alan Mayer saves that one. All the way down to Graham Fife. Fife working on Sheridan. Ooh, good centering pass to Leeper.
Curtis Leeper missed the layup, and he's holding his head, and I can't blame him because that was a very easy opportunity.
Greg Grigurev, Clive Charles easily marks him. 5:04 left, 7-4 Pittsburgh, although the Fever having outshot Pittsburgh on shots on goal, 53-42.
Just unable to capitalize on some of those opportunities, plus you got to give a lot of credit to Alan Mayer.
Joey Fink not quite there. Alan Kelly. Doc Lawson. Doc trying to center. Freddie Grigurev mishits it, and it comes back this way. Alan Kelly and Fife battle for it, and Kelly punches it back to Kennedy. There's Joey Fink. Fink loses it. This is Buttle.
Yeah, they're standing on the ball now. They figure, what's the hurry? They got a 3-goal lead, 4 minutes on the clock, and they're going to take their time.
Cave shot just off the goalpost.
Just off the goalpost. Mickey used the screen of Doc Lawson, fired with his left foot, and bank went off the post.
Buttle back to Cave. Cave shot just wide. Cave again. No. Buttle. No. Cave. No.
I'll tell you, you talk about action.
Comes back out to Joey Fink. Fink coming strong. Joey right out in front. Joey cannot control, and it's grabbed nicely by Mayer.
Maybe one too many dribbles. He spun around McKenzie 3 times, but on the 4th time, Alan Mayer was there to save it.
Buttle to Cave and a score. So Buttle and Cave flirted with it just seconds ago. They got it that time, and Pittsburgh leads 8-4.
And a good counterattack, and they give credit to Alan Mayer, who won the ball from Joey Fink, sent it down to Buttle. Buttle coming on Doc Lawson, slips it by him right to Cave, who has an easy shot and parks it in the corner. And now it's an 8-4 lead for the Spirit.
Well, the Pittsburgh Spirit well on their way to their 6th straight win. They'll pick up a full game on the Fever. Fever in 2nd place in the Atlantic Division behind the New York Arrows, and the Spirit in 3rd place.
Well, no question about it. They have the momentum, Harry. They're doing it tonight, and now we can understand how they won the last 5 as well. They had enough talent, and now some coaching was needed. Some changes were made. Len Billis, the Philadelphia coach, came in and has done a superb job. A replacement, Alan Mayer, gets almost a standing ovation from the Pittsburgh fans. The 5,000 people were very happy about his performance. So Pete Manis, number 22, is going to come in and play the last 3 minutes and some.
And already he has to dive to save that one. 3:15 left to play. It's 8-4. Cave. Pittsburgh attacking again. This is Mickey Cave, O'Hara. Midway in the 4th period, Buffalo leading St. Louis 4-2. 2 minutes remain in the game, and Detroit leading New York 8-4. That is a surprise.
That is a big surprise, and good news for Philadelphia, who's being destroyed here 8-4, but certainly New York's not doing much better.
Buttle, good effort at trying to back kick one to an on-charging teammate.
That was Buttle who tried to back heel to McNichol. A superb effort.
Clyde Watson. And nothing doing. Just 2:15 left to play. Here's Buttle.
And Pittsburgh's going to play keep away. They just got a signal from the bench to keep the ball and take it easy, keep it calm, and let's get off the field with an 8-4 victory.
Something has to be called there.
No question about it. Doc Lawson used some of that weight and laid it on. It looks like number 26.
Trikovic.
There it is. You can see Doc and I believe Clyde Watson both squeezed and sandwiched Trikovic, and Stoyan is saying, hey, let me alone. I just came here 3 months ago. What do you want from me?
Spirit leading 8-4. Centering to Leeper. Lette coming the other way with Craig Grigurev on the left wing. Alan Kelly. Kelly centering. Lette, good move. Lette, shot, score, Damir Lette.
That's good stuff by Damir Lette, using the boards to his advantage, used them for a give and go pass, got it back, and toe poked it by Pete Manis. Here it is, good execution. Sticks his toe in there. Pete Manis goes the other way, slips it to the near corner, and a good effort by Damir Lette. And the score now, the Spirit 8, the Fever 5.
Lette is just 19 years old from Yugoslavia, so it's 8-5. And Lette's goal means another $25 from Basco to the Pennsylvania Hospital Cancer Research Clinic.
I believe that's his 3rd goal in as many games. He had 2 against the Lightning, and certainly this evening makes his 3rd goal.
8-5. Spirit leading. Violation called against the Spirit.
Curtis Leeper was called for charging on Freddie Grigurev, so there will be a direct free kick.
Minute 24 left to play. Pittsburgh on their way to their 6th consecutive win. Centering pass, and Manos there to grab the carom.
Nice execution. Freddie slipped it to Damir Lette again, who tried to push it with the back of his heel by Pete Manis, but Pete was there to cover it.
Violation called against Pittsburgh. Right. Put it in play too soon. The official wants it back.
Doc Lawson tried to play a quick whistle, but the referee said you had the ball in the wrong spot, so bring it back and let's do it again. Well, it looks like a second loss for the Fever. Back-to-back, New York did a number on them the other day and the other night in Philadelphia. Now Pittsburgh is doing the same, so Georgia has to regroup his troops and come back and start getting on that winning streak. And no better time than Sunday against the Buffalo Stallions.
Oh, what a play! An assist from Fred Grigoriev to Damir Lette, and it is 8-6.
I'll tell you, and that's big-time stuff. Here's the replay. Let's take a look at this one. Fred Grigoriev left foot's a chip, and Lette full blast volley into the corner. No chance for Pete Manis. What a great effort, and this youngster can play, and he deserves this credit for this great goal.
Philadelphia is going to call a timeout here. And the score by Damir Lette, and that's another $25 from Basco, donated to the Philadelphia Cancer Research Center at Pennsylvania Hospital.
So it's 8-6. Timeout, Georgie O'Neill, and it looks like he may strip Matt Kennedy of his jersey and put a field player in there and try to go with some power play situation, or at least more numbers on the floor. So what will happen if a player comes in with a goalkeeper shirt, he may just play behind the 5 attackers. He'll probably send as many offensive players in the last 53 seconds.
That's all the Fever have to try to get 2 goals, down 8-6, 53 seconds remaining.
A good comeback by the Fever, but maybe just a bit too late. 53 seconds on the clock, 8-6. Damir Lette coming with 2 great goals in the last 3 minutes, and he's out there now, and Freddie Grigoriev's out there, Davey McWilliams is out there, Clyde Watson's out there, and Alan Kelly. So you can see you have 4 front runners. They're all going to be pushing up, and the captain, Jim Lemon, has put on the goalkeeper's shirt, and he's going to play a combination of goalkeeper when required and also go into the attack whenever it's necessary.
So the Fever have just 53 seconds to try to score 2 goals and keep this game alive. 2 goals for Fred Grigoriev tonight, 2 for Joe Fink, and 2 for Damir Lette. Pittsburgh will just kill the clock. Manos there. Down to Alfie Kahn, but here comes Jim Lemon the other way. Jim Lemon across to Alan Kelly. Alan Kelly's shot, an easy save for Manos.
I think Allen wanted to use the boards and miskicked it a little bit and fired right at Manis. Oh, and here's a violation, and no, Pete Manis threw it into the Fever bench, but Fever was hoping for 2-minute delay of game, but no such thing.
Centering pass, and oh, a great save by Manos on Grigoriev's tough shot, and it goes over the goal.
And that was goal bound, no question about it. Freddie ripped it with his left foot from a near distance on a full volley, and then hit Manis in the chest or shoulder, and just deflected off of there.
Another tough save for Manos. Jim Lemon fighting. Spirit have an open goal, and is it high enough? No, it's a little wide. A header, score by Alfie Kahn.
Alfie Kahn follows up on the chipper. Number 14, Buttle, chipped the ball off the boards, and Jimmy Lemon, of course, caught up in the attack, had no chance of saving anything. Let's take a look at this one. And here it is. Buttle drives the ball, and the ball caroms off the glass and boards, and now he goes up for a header. Alan Kelly trying to save and prevent the score, but no chance. Goal, Cole, and now the Spirit 9, the Fever 6 with 7 seconds on the clock.
They call him King Khan. He's played in 2 Scottish Cup finals. Youngest player ever to appear in the European Cup finals at age 18. Played in Scotland for both the Glasgow Rangers and Celtic, which is unusual. They are bitter rivals.
In the same city, when they get together, everybody comes out of that city. Oh, and a great effort.
Almost. But that's the end of the game, and the final score is Pittsburgh 9, the Fever 6. We'll be back right after these words.
If you watch sports and don't want to miss a play of the game or the game of the year, if you want a close-up look at your sports, no matter what they are, then you'll enjoy Sports Illustrated, the weekly writing.
Up here after it. Oh, I don't know. They've seen Ham all evening, and you're still here.
Right now, I'm vacant. It's third game in a row. First time this season the Fever's lost 3 straight. Buffalo Stallions beat them 4-2. Now the Stallions scored 3 minutes into the game as Slobodan Jankovic races up, passes to Stan Karasi, who passes it back. Jankovic legs it into the Fever net. The Fever did tie it as Figueroa.
Back at the Civic Arena, where the Pittsburgh Spirit have downed the Philadelphia Fever by a score of 9-6. Spirit now have won 6 in a row, and Walk, looking ahead to the playoffs, this is a team to be contended with.
No question about it. Just watching them play this evening, they look alive, they look inspired, and I think they're going to be a tough team in the playoffs. There's a race now. Fever is trying to catch up with the Arrows. Of course, the Spirit now with this performance this evening, you've got to include them in that race.
No question about it. The top 3 teams in each division are in the playoffs, and it looks like the top 3 in that Atlantic are going to be New York, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh, so it should be interesting. And the Fever didn't play all that badly tonight, but it looks like Len Billis has turned this thing around. He hadn't lost yet.
Well, he's done a super job. You got to congratulate him on the effort he's put together a fine team. A bad break for the Fever. Bob Rigby out, Woody Hartman out. Matt Kennedy did a nice job coming in as a rookie, but still with it all. They need some depth now in goalkeeping because the playoffs are around the corner. They got to get some keepers.
So the final once again was the Pittsburgh Spirit 9, Philadelphia Fever 6. Philadelphia Fever Major Indoor Soccer League action is produced and directed by Steve Silverman. Our next telecast will be from Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo, New York, with Andy Musser involved on Sunday, February 10th at 7 o'clock when the Fever meet the Buffalo Stallions. Final score again, 9-6 Pittsburgh. Harry Callis for Walt Chisowitz saying so long from the Pittsburgh Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It's for clearance.